Hey, today I'm going to be talking about process and looking through the process of my own life, giving my own life examples because I like that and it's very practical. And also maybe the process of the purpose and leadership journey, my process as a person, a process in different aspects, a process spiritually, solically, physically, socially, in terms of family. How have I grown as a person and how have I seen that process and how has it affected me? I'll use different analogies to explain that process better because of the places that I've worked, in the industries that I've worked, and that has helped me to really capture the idea of process. So you're watching Just Angie, and welcome to the process. My name is Angie Murenga. Today I want to talk about process. Process is so important because as I reflect and look back on my life, I understand that the different processes I've been through have brought me to the place where I am today. And we are all at different stages. You know, I'm older, you're wiser, some people are younger, some people are starting out today, but process is important. And even something that comes to mind is when I went through like a difficult circumstance. I went through like a marriage breakup. What really helped me was the people who came and told me, this is going to be the process. This is how you're going to feel. Some days you're going to feel up, some days you're going to feel down. So those people helped me. They helped me to already begin to think about what I was going to go through. And they had already been through a process. Another thing I love about process is that you can see people who have gone through what you probably are thinking is a hard thing. So it's like I'm the end product for somebody else where they're starting. And process is important because number one, it encourages us. It helps us to keep moving. It helps us to see that there is an end. And the other analogy that I love in process is the butterfly. The way that it starts as an egg, goes to a larva, to a pupa, to a butterfly. In all those stages, that butterfly is very different. It's expressing itself differently. And that's what we have to see. And we have to see the end, see the end and know that the end is a good end, but you're just going through the process. One of the things that we like saying here at the Purpose and Leadership Forum is that you need to submit to the process and you need to enjoy the process, because it's like, sometimes when we go through a process, it's like, let me give you an example. When children are growing up, you want them to grow up quickly. You're like, these kids, they're driving me crazy. So you want them to grow up quickly. But in some time that's happened to me. It's like I missed a memo somewhere. My daughter grew up and I'm like, oh my goodness, what happened? Now I have nobody to who's driving me crazy in the house. I'm like, what is going on? Because I missed that there was a process. She was going to grow up and enjoy her life. And I keep telling parents everywhere, please enjoy your children. That's just the nugget in there for free. Enjoy your children because they're going to grow up and they're going to leave. But you have to enjoy the process of bringing them up. And every stage has a place where you should be enjoying, engaging, when they're becoming adults, when they're beginning to get their own mind. And then one thing about process, it also reminds you of where you are. You can also remember where you are. And that helps me in terms of mentoring and coaching, that I'm able to see to identify with a place where you are at or you've been, because I was there once. And I'm always saying, like, to my daughter, I don't know why she doesn't believe that I was a teenager once. And it always shocks her that I was a teenager once. Yes, I was. So I've been through the process, and I'm able to guide other people through the process. The other thing about process, and why is process important? Because you need to evaluate where you are in the process. You need to keep seeing and looking and seeing, where am I in this process? What progress am I making? Where's the end goal? Can I see the end picture? That's why some people even put vision boards, They want to see the end picture. This is what I am working towards. I think another very important thing for process, looking at raising my own daughter, is that she has such a vision that she's pursuing that vision with everything that she has. That's the good thing about process, is to understand this is where I am, but I want to go here. And even when you think about it, there are so many ways to get where you want to go. If, let's say, I want to go to a certain destination, I could probably fly there, I could take a train, I could drive with a stopover somewhere, spend the night somewhere, and see something and then keep moving. There are so many ways to arrive at a destination. And that's why we're so different, we're so divergent, we have amazing different personalities. So there's no one process that will get you there. People have a different process that they are going through. The funny thing that I love about process is the way that when I'm engaging with men within the ministry, is that I'll say something and they say they have to take time to process. That thing I don't understand. They have time, they first internalize, then they process, then they'll come back with an answer. People like me who are always speaking, we're thinking as we go. So it's also been amazing for me to be able to understand that side of people, that sometimes you need to say something and then somebody needs to process it and then come out with an answer. I think if I did that more often, I would be wiser. But that's about process. And then I had this demonstration, which I like, to say that everything in life that we see other people have achieved, sometimes we look at people's lives and we want to achieve what they've achieved. But what I think is important is obedience. And I always say that everything and purpose and destiny unfolds in line with process. So with obedience. So when you obey, it opens up. So this is your life. You continue obeying, it opens up. You continue stepping out, you stop having fear, it opens up. And then finally, I just love, this is you. The process and your obedient steps in line with this process just begins to paint a picture and unfolds an amazing strategy and vision of what your life is meant to be. So, and then I always tell people, and I tell leaders, if you're stuck, go back to the last instruction. So if you know anyone who's stuck, they look like they're stuck, tell them to sit down, reflect on the last instruction that they had, or the last something that was resonating in their spirit that they wanted to do, and go out there and do it. And I think I must address failure at this point. It's okay to fail. You must fail and get up. I think the thing with failing is getting up and starting again. And then something else that always comes to mind is, let's say it's a business, because we talked about process in different ways. Let's say it's a business that you started and you failed. One advice I like to give leaders is to form a think tank. So look for 2-3 people who are probably also trying to do business, and then you can advise each other, you can help each other, you can support each other, or you can invest in each other to make each other better. Because you see, even the word of God says that 2 is better than 1. So it's better when you have other people working with you in this process, guiding you through the process. It feels better, it feels safer. And process also causes a lot of, you need to stepping out of your comfort zone. When I think of my own process, the way that I left corporate after many years, I think 26 years, to go into ministry full time, and then to do leadership and purpose, and to do coaching and mentoring and training. It was a process, but I had to trust in the process. I had to trust in what I was feeling in my spirit, and that's what I always tell people as well. This is just a nugget that I'm going to throw in there for you, but it's important that things resonate with your spirit. They just feel at peace. There are some things that you have no facts about. You don't have the facts, but you just know. You just know that you know that you know that maybe this is the direction that you need to take, or maybe this is what is occurring, and you don't have any supporting facts. That's your spirit man. Our spirit man is very, very strong, and your spirit is talking to you. So always flow and do and engage with what resonates with you. That's important in process, because some things happen by instinct. I mean, when I think now that I quit my job and went into ministry, went into training, it was quite a plunge into process. But when I look back now, I can connect the dots of my life and see why I had to make all those decisions. And these are things that we'll be discussing as we continue to engage each other on these platforms. Thank you so much for watching the video on process. Thank you so much for engaging with us. The next video will be about purpose, and I'm looking forward to engaging with you then. And I also want to say that you can contact us. There are contacts, I think, at the bottom of your screen, how you can get in touch with us and engage with us, because also I want to handle your issues. I don't want to come here and talk at you. I want you to tell me what you want us to discuss, and it will help me to also pick up topics that we need to talk about and engage in, and then we can have these amazing and healthy conversations. There's something that I love to say. Be at the right place at the right time with the right people doing the right thing. So I'm really grateful that you're here. You're definitely in the right place. You're definitely doing the right thing, and we're definitely going to continue engaging. You're watching Just Angie, and my name is Angie Murenga.